Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a Dazzled or Disappointed for you on something that I think some of y'all are going to be interested in, some of y'all are not, and I think price point is the reason why a lot of people are not going to be interested in this. However, this thing has sold out several times already on the Sephora website, on Beautylish.com, and so I figured I would get a Dazzled or Disappointed up for you so that if it's something you are interested in, you can be stocking those websites so that when it does come back in stock, you can grab one. I guess they're not making enough to handle the demands. Maybe they didn't expect it to be this big. It's the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. It is an eyeshadow palette that is limited edition. It was released a couple of weeks ago. I knew it was going to release, so I picked it up first thing as soon as it released, and then later that day it had sold out. It has since come back into stock and sold out, so it's still listed on the Sephora website. It just is grayed out and it says email me for when it comes back in stock, and I've found that usually that means that they are going to restock. I've noticed for limited edition products, when they're not going to restock or when they're not going to get more supply, the product simply like disappears from the website. But in this case, it's still there, and there is still the option for email notifications. So give that a shot if you are interested in this. But here is what the palette looks like. So of course, given the name Sunset Palette, this is going to revolve around shades that would, you know, depict a sunset. So you've got, you know, your yellow and your orange, and I don't know, I think those are the prettiest colors. I have green eyes, and they make my eyes, these kind of shades make my eyes pop. So here is what the outside looks like. So very in keeping up with the whole sunset theme. It is that kind of, if you remember the Star, was it the Star palette? Hang on, let me grab it. So yeah, the Star palette has this same type of material. If you own this Star palette, then you know what I'm talking about. It's kind of a smooth, I don't know, like a pleather or something. I'm just not sure. But anyways, I like the material. I think it's very nice, especially because of the price. It's a little bit more luxurious. So you open this bad boy up and you get 15 shades. So just like the Star palette, it has this plastic thingy. I'm gonna keep mine on because it's got the names on them, or on it. It has a perforation so that if this is not your thing, you can rip it out. I know it really isn't my thing either, but it's got the names on it, and I don't want to get rid of that. It's got a smaller mirror. A lot of palettes have like the entire thing. This is kind of just more in the middle. And then you get to your 15 shades. So let me give you a close-up real quick so that you can see what they look like in all their glory. You have kind of a mix of mattes and then glittery shades. I do know that one of the gripes of the Star palette was the chunky glitter shades. And really, in essence, what that is pressed glitter. It's not, you know, it's not anything that's going to glide on your lids. It's something that I use glitter glue for, and I have never had an issue. I love that formula. So let's start off with the swatches, and then we can go from there. I can go into my thoughts and whether I think it's worth the $129 price tag. I will add that I was grateful that I had a gift card that my husband had given me not too long ago, so it really softened the blow quite a bit. So let's just jump right into swatches, and then we'll go from there. Okay, first row, and I included my thumb on this one. We've got Atmosphere, Sinai, Ice Gold, Mandarin, and then on the thumb we have Bronzage. And this formula is my favorite of hers. And there is what they look like. Look at this orangey gold. Oh my gosh, it's so incredible. There is the other one. Those shimmery foiled shades are everything. I love her formula for those. On the next row, we have Vulcano, Obeid. Oh my gosh, some of these are, I'm not sure what they mean. Horizon, Sundazed, and Terra. And that is what those look like right there. Obviously the first and the third being your foiled shades, the rest being matte. On the last row we have Bermuda, Morgana, Pangin, Igneous, and Sol. And there is the last row. This particular shade, which is Morgana, oh, I love that shade. Love, love, love. Sorry, not that one, this one. How pretty that is. Okay, now that we have gone through the swatches, let's move on to thoughts, because I've used this pretty much almost every day since the day I received it. And Natasha Denona, again, it can be a little bit hit or miss for some people. One, because the expectation is so high, because the price is so high. So you want to be able to love every single aspect of the palette because of the price tag. You don't want any kind of duds, any kind of, you know, you want perfection basically. And I just feel like with anything you're not going to find perfection, but as long as the bulk of it performs well, then I think it's a good thing. So what I will tell you is that these go onto my lid very, very nicely. I won't say they're the smoothest mattes I've ever encountered. I don't even know that I was 100% thrilled with the mattes from the Star Palette. I like the Star Palette very, very much. That was a Dazzled for me. I love it. But I won't say that the mattes are the best mattes I've ever tried. And same thing with these. I feel like they're a little bit dry. They're not just as soft and buttery as you would find. And for example, I think the Viseart mattes are something else. I think those are something just so amazing. And I don't feel like these are as smooth and buttery as those are, which is fine. I do love, now again, you have people who hate and people who love these shimmery shades. These, some of them lower, I guess they're kind of between foiled and glittery. And they are a chunky glitter, but again, it's more like packed glitter. So what I do is I take a brush, I pat some glitter glue on where I want to apply it. I take my brush and I pat the pigment on. I don't swipe, I don't, you know, blend, none of that. I pack it on and I get amazing results. So that being said, I absolutely love this palette. This palette is everything I would want a sunset palette to be. It has every shade I would think a sunset palette would have. I love these oranges. So you get like a matte orange and then you get one of these glittery foiled oranges, which is so incredible. They just go so well together. I have not been to the pool yet. I'm hoping to go soon. But what I have found, so I add a little bit of bronzer to my face. I don't go overboard because then it just doesn't match my neck. But I have found that when using this palette on my eyes, I get almost like a very glowy, sun-kissed, I almost look like I've been out in the sun. I don't know how that works. I do know, again, this is perfect for my color eyes. I have green eyes. It makes my eye color pop. Shades like this, I've told y'all before, I absolutely love. That's why I love the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia, because it has shades like this, like the red. But this is absolutely amazing. I think it was worth the $129. I know you'll hear people say, well, $129 isn't so bad if you break it down, because then you're only paying like, what is it, like $7 per shade or something along those lines, $5 per shade. But the thing about it is that, or I guess in this case it would be more like $7 per shade, but it is a pricey product. It is a hefty price tag because you can get eyeshadow palettes with 15 to 20 shades for like $59. And so it is a big difference, and I do realize that. You just gotta realize Natasha Denona is more a luxury brand. It's not really even high-end anymore. This is where you're going into luxury. And so I loved it. I think it was amazing. Again, I've told y'all in the past, just because I am dazzled or disappointed by something does not mean you will or will not be, because sometimes what works for me won't work for you and vice versa. Those Dior Addict lip tattoos, they weren't necessarily what I was really looking for or hoping for. However, the trend is those popsicle stained lips, and a lot of people are looking for that, and it was a decent product. It was a very, very good product, but just because I was disappointed doesn't mean someone else would be. Same thing along these lines. I am absolutely dazzled by this. I love it. I'm so happy that I picked it up. The shades are perfect. The coordination in here is amazing. I love the sparkle on these glittery foily shades. And then I love the shades that they included for mattes. But some of y'all, if you pick this up, may be somewhat disappointed because the mattes are not as buttery smooth as you would like. So keep that in mind. I'm going really based off of shade range. What speaks to me are those sparkly shades, and then I have not had any trouble, even though the mattes are a little bit dry and, you know, maybe not as buttery. I have not had any trouble blending out, anything like that. The longevity, as long as I wear a primer, they stay on all day, they don't fade. So in that aspect, they're very, very good, at least on the type of skin that I have. And so I loved this. I was dazzled by it. I hope this helps you out if you are either on the fence for picking it up or you're trying to hunt it down. Like I said, go to Sephora.com, sign up for that email notification. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. What I have noticed if it's something I really want, I will sign up for the email notification. However, what I will also do is check the website 2 to 3 times a day. And I have found that it will come back in stock, and I haven't received the notification. And a lot of times the notification really doesn't go out until several hours after it's been in stock. So at that point, you may lose out again. So just keep on checking to see if if you are interested, to see if it is in stock. So hopefully you get your hands on this. I hope this has been helpful. I know it's very, very pricey, and so it's something you really gotta do your research on and think about before you plop down $129 plus tax. Okay guys, before I let you go, let me give you the verse of the day. Today it comes from 2 Corinthians 8:9, and it says, "You know the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, that though he was rich, yet for your sakes he became poor, so that you through his poverty might become rich." Told y'all before, he is so amazing. I cannot live without him. All right, guys, if you're looking to follow me on Instagram, you can find me at Michelle's Glamour. I hope you'll consider subscribing, because this way you're notified of any future videos that I post. I love to review products. I have been promising for a while, and I'm just trying to get my closet in order so that I can start my weekly like shop my closet type video, and so that's coming soon. I know y'all have requested like a skincare routine, so I have that on the list as well. I have not forgotten. So okay guys, I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.